Hi, my name's Elena. This is my YouTube channel, Skewed Food. Welcome. If you haven't been here before, welcome. You don't have to watch the videos in order. They're non-linear. I also run a blog called Skewed Food Blog. Actually, the website's just skewedfood.com. There I talk a little bit more about food and my experience working in the retail food industry. Here I mostly talk about beer because, I don't know, it's just easier. I have a couple ideas for other types of videos about food, but like I don't think anybody needs to hear me talk about how cheese is lactose free for like 20 minutes, even though everyone should learn that fact and accept it because it is reality. I guess this is sort of like a spiritual sequel to one of my other videos where I traveled around Austin looking for craft beer. I'm gonna do that again today, but we have a very clear objective because I've been spending way too much money on beer. I need to be like strategic about it. Like I've been trying like 15 new beers each month. 15's too many. It's getting out of hand, keeping track of it, and like thematically it's just hard to link it all together. And so today when we go look for beer, it's gonna only be Oktoberfest or pumpkin related beers. It's almost September, and so today our mission is to go to, I think it's a Total Wine. I don't know. I grew up in a state where every liquor store was just called Wine and Spirits. I think it's a Total Wine, and they have a massive single beer selection. So that's up in Lakeline for anyone who's actually from Austin watching this. I'm also gonna hit up some Goodwills and try to find some beer glasses because when I first started this, I just thought it was like fun. And now, of course, like everything in my life, I'm getting too invested in it. But I've been like doing some research. You can tell I'm getting worked up because I'm moving my arms a lot. We're gonna go find Oktoberfest and pumpkin beers. We're gonna go to Goodwill. We're gonna find some appropriate beer glasses. Perhaps one of the ones that's shaped like this, and then one of the ones that's fat at the top. See you in the car.
Hi everyone, this is my beautiful dog Daisy, and she is sleeping on the bed right now, and I'm going to leave her at home alone. Bye Daisy, bye! Man, I'm in my car, I'm at Goodwill. We're gonna go inside, we're gonna try to find some glasses so that I can start drinking beer like a professional and not just like a heathen, the heathen that I am. It's so hot today. Okay, so we're back from Goodwill. It was kind of a bust, and I really hate going in there wearing a mask because there's just this odor and then it gets trapped on the mask and it stays after. You know what, that's the world we live in. But I did find one thing. I got this glass. It's like a Hefeweizen glass, a Weiss beer glass. It looks not that different from some glasses used for lagers or pilsners. But anyway, it's fun. I guess the tulip shape helps with like smelling and whatever. I was hoping to find one of the kind of fat ones for like stouts, but they didn't really have anything. Wow, I wonder how this Hallmark Gold Crown store is surviving this coronavirus pandemic. All right, hello and welcome to my living room. I'm gonna finally drink this Live Oak Pre-War Pills that I had intended to give to my coworker Jeremy, who has since moved to the East Coast. I'm not mailing it to you, Jeremy, if you're watching, but I'll drink it for you, and I'm gonna remember you in this moment. But we're gonna channel him right now as we talk through the beer selections that I purchased at Total Wine after I went to Goodwill. I took you on my journey to Goodwill. Sorry, I had something in my mouth. Took you with me to Goodwill, realized it was way too hot and I didn't like to be shooting in the car. Also, Total Wine was a complete madhouse. There were just tons of middle-aged, 40-something-year-old people buying like case upon case of Mike's Hard Lemonade and Coors Light. So I accomplished my goal for sure. I only got 2 beers that were not Oktoberfest or pumpkin related, and those are gonna be Outer Darkness Russian Style Imperial Stout. This is brewed in Utah. I usually love Russian style imperial stouts. I feel so much more natural when I'm just burping and being a gremlin. So I'm excited to try that. And then I also got for like a non-seasonal beer. This is the Red Bud Berliner Weisse Cucumber. I tried the original one earlier this month and I'll talk about that in my next video, but I thought I would try this one as well because I really loved the other one. And although cucumber in beer seems like such a bad idea to me, everything I've had from Independence Brewing has been pretty solid. I got 3 Oktoberfest styles. The one is Hacker Pure, which is brewed in Munich. It is an Oktoberfest style, been brewed since the 1400s, so they've probably probably done something right. Founders Oktoberfest, which is a really cute can that has been decorated like a Stein. Live Oak Oktoberfest, super excited as always. I wanted to try Oktoberfest last year, we'll try it this year, hopefully it's good. Pecan Ale by Abita. I think I've had this before. A friend just had it and talked about how wonderful the pecan aftertaste is. I bought it again because I don't have like a strong memory of it, but I'm sure that I'm going to like it. And then I got Dogfish Head Pumpkin Ale. I don't think I've ever had this, but it does have a super high score on beer or wine advocate, whatever the number was. It's got like a 90. So I'm really excited to try all these beers, and I'm glad that I got to share it with you, and I'm gonna go now, and maybe I'll check back in later if I end up trying any other ones. I'm back in the living room. I feel like this is actually a great location to shoot in because I've got like a slight backdrop and like the colorful couch and everything. I thought this sweater would look like cute on camera, but it actually looks like I kind of look like a little Swedish gal about to go for a little frolic in the Alps. I decided to have the pecan Abita. I am almost done with it. As you can see, it's got a nice pecan-y golden hue. It does finish with a nice buttery pecan aftertaste. Not a lot of sweetness, just sort of the nuttiness and the butteriness that you would find in sort of like a pecan praline without all of the sugar. So it's been okay. I don't love it. I'm currently making homemade potato chips in my air fryer. I did not follow the recipe, so they're not quite coming out correctly. The recipe that I looked at online said to soak them in ice water and do all this nonsense, and a little crispy. All right, so these potato chips that I made in the air fryer are actually quite fine. Let's try this. Let's see if I like Oktoberfest beers. It smells like just like a really standard beer. Let's go for it. It definitely has that skunky beer flavor, reminiscent of like Pilsner Urquell, but much sweeter, but not grossly sweet. Great. It's gonna be really good with these homemade chips that I made. Even though it's still August, I'm super excited for fall, for all of the fall foods and beers that I'm about to get into and share with you guys. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and as always, share this video with a friend, family member, or loved one. And like I either have to squat up in this chair and then hunker down like this, like, or sit like this and then slowly just I get lower and lower as I keep talking. And I keep picking up this pen.